My ex wasn't just any girl. She was a singer, not a superstar, not someone you'd see on the Grammys, but in our city, people knew her name. She played gigs in small clubs, released singles online, had a growing fan base that adored her voice. And me? I was the fool who thought I was the luckiest man alive. I still remember the first night I saw her sing. She was standing under the dim lights of a rundown bar, microphone trembling in her hands, her voice breaking through the noise of clinking glasses and casual conversations. For me, the world went silent. She wasn't just beautiful, she was magnetic, the kind of person who made you believe she was meant for bigger things. So when she actually agreed to go out with me, I couldn't believe my luck. My friends couldn't either. "Dude, how did you land her?" they'd laugh, half teasing, half jealous. And honestly, I didn't know. I was just a regular guy. Average looks, average build, nothing flashy. But she was a dream. At first, I thought our relationship was real. We laughed together, stayed up late talking about her dreams, her music, her plans to make it big. I felt like I was part of her journey, her anchor, her safe place, and I wanted nothing more than to help her succeed. So I did. I paid for studio time, I covered her travel expenses for auditions and gigs, I bought her stage outfits, microphones, recording gear, you name it. Every dollar I spent felt like an investment in our future. And for months, I told myself it was worth it. But then, the cracks started to show. She would talk about marriage like it was a business deal. "We should tie the knot soon," she'd say, not with love in her eyes, but with calculation. Like she was planning her next career move. And I was so blinded, so pathetically in love, that I ignored all the signs. Until the night I finally heard the truth. It was 3 months ago. She had invited her friends over to help plan some wedding details. I wasn't feeling well that day, so I was lying in bed, half asleep. But then I woke up thirsty, went to grab some water, and froze when I heard voices coming from the living room. Her friends were laughing. Loud, cruel, careless. And then I heard my fiance's voice.
"He's so easy," she giggled. "Seriously, I hit the jackpot. A guy with money who actually believes I love him? Please, I'm living the dream." The room erupted with laughter. And I just stood there, in the hallway, gripping the wall so hard my nails dug into the paint. My face burned with rage and humiliation. My chest felt like it was caving in. They kept talking, tearing me apart piece by piece. My looks, my habits, my boring personality. To her, I wasn't a man, I was just a wallet, a stepping stone, a joke. I went back to the bedroom, shaking with fury. Every part of me wanted to throw her out right then and there, to scream, to tell her I knew everything, to finally put an end to the charade. But then, something inside me changed. Instead of blowing up, I went cold. I realized I didn't just want to end it. I wanted her to feel what I felt. I wanted her to lose everything she thought she'd gained by playing me. So, I stayed. I played the role of the perfect, clueless fiancé. I smiled, I paid, I listened to her lies. All the while, I was planning. You see, being with her had introduced me to people I never would have met otherwise. Producers, promoters, event managers. She loved to brag about her connections. And I had always been the quiet guy in the background, shaking hands, asking questions. What she didn't realize was that I had already started building my own network through hers. Slowly, quietly, I began forming relationships. I offered help, advice, even investments. And the industry people? They liked me. They liked my honesty, my drive, my business sense, more than they liked her diva attitude. And while she was busy laughing at me behind my back, I was laying the foundation for her downfall. The girl who thought she was too good for me, the singer who dreamed of fame, was about to learn that burning the wrong bridge can end a career before it even begins. Because she didn't just underestimate me, she gave me the very tools to destroy her, and I was ready to use them. I didn't break up with her right away. No, that would have been too easy for her. She would have cried a little, moved on to the next guy, and kept chasing her dream like nothing happened. She needed to learn. She needed to feel the same humiliation and betrayal she had thrown at me. So I played the role of the loyal fiance. I kept smiling, kept paying, kept telling her how proud I was of her music. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, I was quietly closing doors for her and opening them for myself. Remember those producers and managers she bragged about knowing? I started working with them directly. Not as a singer, of course, but as a developer and strategist. I helped build websites, run digital campaigns, connect them with sponsors. I made myself useful, and in the entertainment world, usefulness is everything. And little by little, the same people who used to answer her calls with excitement began ignoring her. At first, she brushed it off. "They're busy," she'd say, pouting, tossing her hair. "They'll get back to me." But weeks turned into months, and the opportunities dried up. Gigs were canceled. Promoters stopped inviting her. The producer who promised her a spot in an upcoming project suddenly said, "Sorry, it's not the right fit anymore." She didn't know that I was the reason. Because while her bridges were burning, mine were being built. These industry people started trusting me, asking for my input, even inviting me to events she once dreamed of attending. And the irony? They all complained about her attitude. She's talented, sure, but she's ungrateful, unprofessional. You're different. You understand the business side. Every time I heard something like that, I felt a twisted mix of satisfaction and rage. Satisfaction because my plan was working. Rage because I remembered every word she said behind my back. The night it all came crashing down for her was unforgettable. She had been booked to perform at a small but important showcase, a stepping stone for a local artist trying to get noticed by bigger labels. She showed up in a brand new dress I had paid for, ready to own the stage. But when she walked in, her name wasn't on the list. I was there, of course, not as her +1, but as a guest of one of the organizers. I watched from the back as she argued with the staff, her voice trembling with desperation. "There must be a mistake. I was confirmed."
There was no mistake. She had been cut. Quietly, cleanly, and permanently. When she finally spotted me in the crowd, her eyes widened. She stormed over, grabbing my arm. "Did you know about this?" I looked at her, calm and collected, while she burned with panic. "I told you, babe, this industry's tough. Not everyone makes it." The look on her face was priceless. Shock, confusion, a flicker of realization. For the first time, she understood she wasn't in control anymore. After that night, things spiraled for her. The calls stopped, the gigs vanished, her so-called friends drifted away. Even her followers online started losing interest. A singer with no stage is just another voice screaming into the void. And that's when she came crawling back to me. She cried, she apologized, she said she had been stupid, selfish, blind, that I was the only one who had ever truly supported her, that she wanted to start over, rebuild, fix things between us. I almost laughed. Because here she was, the same woman who once bragged about using me, begging for another chance. And I could see it in her eyes. She didn't want me. She wanted the stability, the safety net, the open doors I had once provided. But those doors were closed, and I was the one holding the keys now. So I told her the truth. "I know what you said about me. I heard every word. The night you laughed with your friends about how I was nothing but your wallet, that was the night you lost me. I stayed not because I still loved you, but because I wanted you to feel what I felt. And now you do." Her face went pale. She opened her mouth to speak, but no words came out. For once, this singer had no voice. I walked away, leaving her standing there, shattered and small. Today, she's a ghost in the music scene. Nobody books her, nobody calls. Meanwhile, I've built a network, a reputation, even new opportunities for myself, all thanks to the connections she thought she owned. She wanted to use me as her stepping stone. Instead, she became mine. And the best part? she'll spend the rest of her life wondering how it all slipped through her fingers.